Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels.
Hate to be on my Michigan boys like this.
Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. Out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
His QB's miss, and it's an incompletion.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Warren. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On the run, still looking. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dropping back, it's Dart. It's complete on the right side. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Movement here from the tight end. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs.
And the pressure gets him back at the end.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Orji. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Motion from the offense. They'll go to the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. It's a draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love that this offense stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2, and they go on top 8-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down. Baby.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Slides away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down now after the sack. Dropping back, it's Orji. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Fires on the move. It's complete.
Well, this offense is giving them a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. We need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive getter.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Makes the catch. It's Wells. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to him. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking, trying to escape. Cannot. The sack works the two-point try. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. The offense lining up for a first down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to scramble. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Watkins. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to...
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it frees freezes those linebackers and freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to...
Going over the top. And that pass intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Free safeties, you think about hitters. You think about guys spinning down in the box, making tackles. You don't really think about coverage skills all the time, but this guy might change your mind a little bit. Great tight coverage and man-to-man, and makes a play on the football. What a play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Howard. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball is intercepted. Oh, he was
Stop playing with me, boy.
return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Looking to throw on second down. Right down the middle. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Defense trying to come up with moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Scanning the field, it's Howard. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
The Rebels will hustle to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Pulls it in. It's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. A little surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Going for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Now on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Oh, big juke to get past. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Good, solid tackling. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The 50, the 40, the 30, 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Takes his shot. Catch in the middle. It's Parrish. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to pass, it's Dart. He lofts one down the sideline. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
He uncorks one deep. Snags it on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And he's thrown another interception. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it was worth the gamble with the long pass. It's incomplete.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Henderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get the shot.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He's got it down the left side. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. More onto that lead. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the catch. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He's stopped at the 23. Where he would have been with a touchback. comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Taking a shot on the first play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they got it 1st and 10 from the 28. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast line.
Lofts one high and deep.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The corners are walked up tight. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for this offense. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. They get to the line quickly. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. A 3rd and long coming up here. The play action fake. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. On second down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. Coming after him. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense in hurry-up mode. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. From the gun, the running back has it. And they went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quickly out to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there. And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, I'm the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take it.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's going to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. Smashes ahead. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's Allard. Dances away. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And tackled there by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Was to pass. Floating away. And it's incomplete. A missed opportunity for the offense.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man,
that internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll try the left side. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, talk about playing complimentary football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And they'll try to tack on two. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He makes his way into the end zone, and they've got a 2-point lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Miller with the ball. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great...
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will give him the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. He's got his man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Now sliding to his left. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wants to go up top. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. One possession game. Got a lot of running room. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 26.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Touch pass on the run. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed